G'day, in this video I'm going to show you how you can change your light globe in a Honda CTX700N. This video is specific for the Honda CTX700N, being the naked version, and how to change the light globe. The globe, however, in the full-fed and naked version is the same on both motorcycles, and that is an H4 headlight. The H4 headlight has the high beam and low beam in the same light bulb, so there is just one main light bulb for your headlight, and I'll show you how to change that. Now this is a halogen light bulb. You can replace it with an LED light bulb. This is a stock globe, and by stock you've got 12 volt 60/55 watts written on the globe, so that's what you want to replace it with. If you go any higher than that, you have the risk of creating too much heat inside your headlight and melting the internal components. So just stick with what's recommended, being the 60/55 watts. Of course, that is only particular for the halogen H4 light bulb. I literally today changed my light bulb, and I found the process to be quite simple with the method that I'm about to show you. There is two methods on how to take your light bulb out. The first is the easy method, which can be easily done with a pair of pliers or just your hands if you've got small enough fingers. My hands were too big to fit in the gap. Or the other option is you can unscrew your headlight by undoing two bolts and pulling it apart to access it from the top. Of course, like anything, there's multiple ways to do it. I'm only going to show you one method. The other method is you undo these hex bolts under here. I think they're 6mm. There's one on that side and one on the other side. You undo that, and then your headlight can come forward, and you can access how to change your bulb a lot easier that way. But it's quicker to do it with the method I'm about to show you, so we'll just stick with that. Firstly, just move your handlebars to the left-hand side, and you'll be able to access under here your headlight. So at the back here, there's this box looking thing with some colourful wires in it. That is the part that clips into your light bulb. So we need to remove this first. And you'll know it is a weird shape on this side where it's thinner, and then the rest of it is a square shape. I found it was easy on this part here where it's thinner to put some pliers to then lift it out. If you hold your pliers like this, you can just get them onto the top there, and be careful not to pull your wires out, and then just grab it and just wiggle it and pull it downwards, and off it comes like that. Here's that plug. So you can see that's just where I've grabbed it with the pliers on that side there. When it goes back in, it goes in that way with the wires down. Okay, so when that's removed, it will expose your pin connectors on the back of your light bulb, as well as give you good access to this rubber cap here. This is a weatherproofing seal to stop water getting into your light. Now usually you would have a lug at the bottom here, but mine ripped off when I pulled it off this morning, and if yours does too, that's okay, because just underneath here there's a little lip in the plastic along the edge where you can put your finger in and just lift up the rubber like so, and eventually you can pull it all the way out. Simple. It does have a part at the top here that says top, so when you reinstall it, that is the one you put at the top. The next part is getting the globe out, and there's this metal clip that holds it in place. There's a little tongue on the top there. If you push that down and then up, you'll be able to lift it up and around, and it will free your bulb. And then we'll be able to just take that out and hopefully not drop it. And there you go. You can now replace your globe. To put it back together, it's just the same in the reverse order. Now, I've already changed this globe, so this one's fine, so I'm going to just put this one back in. When you install your new bulb, it just goes in this way, and then you align the bulb with the cutouts. It'll only fit in one way. The next part is you push down this wire clip back into place and lock it in. You may have a bit of difficulty getting that in, or you might get lucky, just depends. The bottom part of it has a bit of wire that sticks down, and if you have a look at the front of your headlight, you can see there's a groove. Let me use my finger, that groove in there, and you can see right at the top, that thin bit there, that is the wire that I've clipped it in when I've clipped it into place. So it might help to be able to look at it visually from the front, or use a screwdriver from the back if your finger's getting a bit sore, to push it in and lock it into place. And make sure your bulb is sitting nice and flat in the housing as well. Now we've got to put the rubber cap on and then connect it up. With all things rubber, I like to use a little bit of silicone sealant on it, a little lubricant I should say, and just spraying that on makes it really slippery and easy to fit on. This is just an optional step, and you probably don't need to do it, but it does make it easier. Now to replace that, you just squeeze it in. Remember, top at the top. Shouldn't take very long to put that into place if you've got this silicone lubricant on it. And just make sure your pins are behind the rubber there, so it's nice and watertight. Replace the connector with the coloured wires at the bottom. Now it's in place. Do a quick test. Well, there we go. That's how you replace a head globe in a Honda CTX700N. That's just one of the methods. The other method, as I said before, is by undoing those 2 bolts. You may find that easier to open up. It's personal preference, really. For me, it's quick and easy to do it this way, so it's not a drama. Well, as usual, like, comment, subscribe, leave any more helpful tips in the video as well, and I'll see you all next time. Laters. At the back here, you can see how to drop a light.